Hey guys, this is Tasteless Hat here again, doing a Pokemon Black Let's Play. Last time we were fighting some trainers in the Dream Yard, and now we're still fighting trainers. This guy's youngster Joey, he has 3 Pat Rats, and one thing I think is interesting about Pat Rat, which is not very interesting in general though, it learns Bite at a very low level, as you can see. Most Pokemon don't learn Bite until they're around 15 or higher. Well, this one has it at 7 or less. Still though, not a lot of the Pokemon in the beginning areas are usually good. One of those exceptions is Staraptor. Despite being normal flying, it managed to get into the borderline tier, which is saying a lot. Although I think people who aren't competitive battlers won't know what that means, but Staraptor, it was in the tier below Overused, where you put all of the good Pokemon as compared to the ones like Venusaur. Although in Black and White, when you're on the Dream World tier, you can find a lot of people using Drought Ninetales and Drizzle Politoed, which means they have infinite rain and sun teams. And that means like things like Venusaur, who gets Chlorophyll, and Charizard, who gets solar power, are used more often. Now, this trainer here will give you a Pokemon that is super effective against the gyms one. I'll explain that in a moment. The one I'm getting is Panpour. I'm not going to use it beyond the rival battle here and the gym. I'm calling him Rhea because he's a trap. Yeah, about the gym, there are 3 gym leaders. They will always, the one you fight will always be the one that's super effective against your starter, and the trainer here will always give you the one that is super effective against the gym leader and Spock's Pokemon. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Now when you see the fade transition, that will always be me, or usually be me cutting out a Pokemon Center visit like so. Now, another thing is that Charon or Spock, whatever you call him, he always starts with his starter in the first slot, and Bianca always starts with the dog, Stoutland, or the evolved version of Lillipup. Also, I was wrong. Charon does use Oran Berries in this battle, but they're not very useful either. I know, I just think the guy who is thinking about items and studying at the trainer school would be smart enough to know that potions are probably the most thing a computer-controlled player can use. Perhaps full restores. But Bianca is the only one who uses full restores. Anyway, he leads with his starter, level 8. This battle is pathetic. Yeah, there sure are. Go, Rhea, go. I don't think a lot of people will get that joke, actually. Rhea was a forum member at the forum I'm making this from. And yeah, it's funnier if you were there. Yeah. He also has a Purloin, later it evolves. Same with Bianca's Lillipup. Oh, and growth in this generation, it boosts your attack and special attack, and in the sun, it boosts them by 2, so it's a really good move this generation. Well, better move. It's basically the grass equivalent of cheer. Work up. It gives you some berries. I never use berries. They're too much of a hassle. So after you beat Churn, you can fight the gym. It was blocked by some guy before. Yeah, again with these guys. I think you need to prepare. I have already prepared. I've already won, Chili. Just as planned. That was freshwater medicine, I must say. And the gym puzzle is you have to step on the podium thing that's super effective against the curtains type. It's not that difficult. And the gym theme is supposedly a restaurant, and you fight a bunch of waiters making horrible puns. And when I mean horrible, I do mean horrible. Thankfully, there's only 2 of them. I still don't get the names of the gym leaders. They're called, like, Chili and Cress, and there's another guy, I forgot his name. It's just ridiculous. I mean, all the gym leaders usually have punny names, but couldn't you, like, at least give them something respectful, at least? Like Lieutenant Surge instead of Corn. Would you trust a guy whose name was Corn? I think not. So, yeah. Trainer Deluxe? Oh, very funny. See what I mean about the puns? Anyway, the gym leader will always have a level 14 Lollipop with Work Up or Cheer Up, whatever you want to call it. It's like growth to boost your attack and special attack by 1. And you'll have a elemental monkey that is super effective against your starter. Here I was switching to Herp Derp, the punching bag, just to take the bide hit. Because I didn't want Smugleaf to faint. I want to give all experience to something I'm actually going to use. Anyway, I believe Smugleaf learns a better grass move at level 16 or something. So these battles probably won't be as long. Because, you know, he just has Vine Whip. Picking away at things with Vine Whip is not really that interesting. Anyway. So you want to lead with your starter, or the strongest one you have, and have the elemental monkey in the back. Although the elemental monkeys aren't very good, they're just useful for this one battle. Okay, just cutting out the healing there. Now, really, look at these guys' name. Can you imagine this guy? I'm Chili. I'm Cress. And Ceylon. Can't they just make it cilantro? Yeah, these guys are such jerks. They always make you fight the one that's super effective against you. Thankfully the monkey's there, otherwise you just have to fight wild Pokemon for ages or use one of those crappy normal types or something. Oh, it's level 12, not 14, my mistake. Yeah, it'll use Work Up, and I don't think it knows Takedown at this level, so that's the strategy is just to hit it. Also, he'll use a potion if his Lillipup gets on low HP. I forgot that because I thought I could just use Tackle to finish him off. Critical hit, that's not fair. Hacks. Yeah. Then he'll set out his elemental monkey. It also knows Work Up. Go, Rhea. Use your trap. Yeah, it's called Panseer. And you know what's cool? The music changes when you're fighting gym leaders. Incinerate. Plasmids by Ryan Industries. I know, I just thought that was always funny. They even do like, they kind of move their hand when they're, it looks like they're moving their hands when they're using Incinerate. Now all I need is an electro belt and a wrench. Yeah, so that is the first gym. Basically, it is a crapshoot as long as you have the right monkey. Yeah, they give you a gym badge, then try badge or something. Trio badge. They also give you a TM Work Up. It boosts your attack and special attack. It's not really the best stat up move as compared to stuff like Swords Dance or Butterfly Dance or Nasty Plot. But you can use it. Oh yeah, and right here, Professor Juniper's old college roommate will show up and give you the cut HM. Then you have to go to the Dream Yard and use it on that tree that you can't just step over for some reason. What am I? Can I bend my knees? Yeah, cut is a stupid move. You should give it to something worthless like Herp Derp. And it's more annoying because you can't get rid of it until you meet the move deleter. Yeah. And she wants you to collect some dream smoke. Yeah, that's definitely not weed or some other narcotic. I mean, seriously. Dream smoke, could they be any less subtle? You inhale it somehow, and then you imagine you're in game dream world land. Yeah, and then Bianca shows up for a minute. The mysterious Pokemon. Yeah, this is that end of this video here, getting close to the time limit. Next time we'll look for the mystery Pokemon, I guess.